Hello and welcome to the NFL Week 11 Top 10 Most Unreal Plays. Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Another week, another Top 10. Are y'all ready to break down some fake, phony, pretend football games? Alright, this week features a theme, and the theme is dropping passes, or as I like to call it, drop-o-rama! And it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter if you are the best tight end in the league on Monday Night Foosball, getting a dime drop to you from the golden boy Pat Mahomes. It doesn't matter, because this is the drop-o-rama! Oh, Jason Kelsey, what happened? Pat Mahomes hit you in the hands. You're supposed to be the best tight end in the NFL. What happened there, bro? You just dropped it when it matters most, when your team really needed it most. What happened? Yeah, this happens all season long. This happens in every game. Every player on offense is dropping passes this season. Doesn't matter how open they are, doesn't matter how good they supposedly are. Every player on offense is dropping balls this year, and that's the theme. Drop-o-rama! These games can literally come down to dropping one key pass in one key moment, and that's where all the money changes hands. That's where the game is won and lost. And all you need is a dude to purposely drop the ball, like this right here. Pat Mahomes delivers a perfectly thrown ball right to this guy's hands. And this is with the game on the line. With the game on the line, on fourth down, you have to make this catch. You have to. And the ball is right there in your hands. Or it should be in your hands, except look, he lets it bounce off of his head. It bounces off of his head. I mean, you can tell these guys aren't trying to catch the ball. And that's where your money gets won and lost. So when you bet on these games, just so you know, you're betting on the moment a guy chooses to purposely drop a pass. And that's the theme of this week, the drop-o-rama. And these drops are going to get increasingly worse. All right, so we have the same player. This was earlier in the game. He dropped an even easier pass. Right here, there's literally no reason why any professional wide receiver should ever drop a ball like this. I mean, perfect placement. Nobody's touching him. He's wide open. But, just can't hang on. Accidentally touches his own face mask. Like, dude, you can tell these guys are dropping them on purpose. These aren't mistakes. Every single starting wide receiver, every starting tight end, every starting running back is dropping the ball when they're wide open. And the fans seem to think that this is just regular football. No, it is not. The NFL has normalized dropping passes. They've made the fans think that dropping passes is just such a common part of the game that no one bats an eye when a receiver's wide open in the end zone and drops a ball. Or like right here, you got Scantlin, who has his man torched. The ball is thrown perfectly. Literally a perfect pass, leading him right into the end zone. But, you know, it's the NFL, and it's the drop-o-rama. So, of course, nobody can hang on to the ball. So in this game alone, you had like 5 passes that had no business being dropped. And it wasn't just this game. It's every game. Every offensive player is dropping the pass now multiple times a game, and the fans think this is totally normal now. So here's another game where dropping the ball literally decides the outcome of the game. So when you bet on these games, remember, you're betting on whether a guy's gonna drop it on purpose or not in some cases. Like right here. Chargers need this ball. It's the fourth quarter. And this puts them in field goal range to tie the game. So this is what it comes down to. Just dropping perfectly thrown balls on purpose. Again, there's no reason at all why this ball should be dropped by any professional wide receiver, especially in a crucial situation where you have to have the catch right in his hands, and then he just lets it go. I mean, you can tell they're dropping these balls on purpose. He even had a second shot at it, and he still dropped it. Some of the drops I'm seeing this season are so ridiculous. I don't understand how the fans aren't throwing a fit and realizing that this is pretend phony football. I don't understand how the fans don't realize that the games are being fixed and rigged by these players simply dropping passes on purpose. I mean, the fans in the stands can catch these passes, so I don't know why they think that the best players in the world can't catch these passes. You got Herbert right here throwing a very short, easy pass to a wide open tight end, literally right in his chest. Come on, guys. If the fans in the stands can catch that pass like probably 8 out of 10 times, even the drunkest, fattest, most unathletic fans in the stands could catch that one right there. That was like a 10-yard pass, and it just bounced off of his chest. So, if the best players in the world can't catch a ball like that, what does it mean? Does that mean catching a football is the hardest thing on earth? Apparently catching a ball, no matter how open you are, is the hardest thing on earth. And even the best players in the world can't do it routinely. It's that hard to do. Okay. All right. That concludes the drop-o-rama portion of the video. I don't want the entire top 10 to be nothing but drops. So the rest of the video, no more drops. All right, we got Sam Howell here doing his best to give this game to the Giants. He's going to get some pressure here. Now, when you're under pressure like this as a quarterback, it's best to either just take the sack or just throw it away. Just throw it out of bounds. You got time to throw it out of bounds, but instead, he lofts it right to this Giants defender. And then this Giants defender, he's running down the sidelines here. Not that fast, I might add. And you got two guys who have the angle, who can make this tackle, run down there and shove him out of bounds. But watch, they'll stop running as fast as they can. This dude back here just straight gives up on the play. He just gives up. Like, what are you doing back there, bro? You should be sprinting to get here. So this guy right here still has the angle, but he slows up too. And he slows up just enough to where, okay, now what are you going to do? Are you going to smell his feet? Are you going to go for some of that sweet feet action? Nope. He's going to pretend to try and touch his shoulder. That's the best he can do. Just go for some air. Just touch some air. Gotta love the maximum effort that these players give making a tackle attempt. Oh, yeah, you tried your best, bro. You deserve a bonus next year. Somebody should definitely give that guy a $20 million, 20 million year contract for the next 20 million centuries. So earlier, I showed you the drop-o-rama, which features players dropping wide open touchdown passes, dropping balls that should be easily caught. Here is the other side of the rig, when defenses purposely blow coverages and purposely fall down and let wide receivers score a touchdown. So here you have this Dolphins defender going for the feet and diving before the ball has even arrived. Long before the ball gets there, he goes for some sweet feet action, dives and whiffs, lands on his face, takes himself out of the play, leaving the Raiders wide receiver for an easy touchdown catch. That's a cupcake touchdown right there. And there was 3 different dudes around to guard that. And here's another example of a defensive player purposely blowing coverage and giving away a cupcake touchdown. The 49ers here get a really easy touchdown, and it all comes down to this defender right here, who's in great position to swat this ball away or even intercept this ball. But watch, he purposely does something ridiculous and falls down, letting the 49ers score easily. Like, dude, what are you doing? You had perfect position to swat the ball or even intercept it, and instead he jumps up and just falls on his back. And now the 49ers, like I said, easy cupcake touchdown because the defender just took himself out of the play on purpose. And this last guy puts in no effort to get there, just gives up. So, touchdowns like this, I call these cupcake touchdowns for a reason. And that brings us to the number 1 most rigged play of the week. And it's not the most fake looking play I've seen all season, but it is probably the most phony baloney play of the week that I could find. So away we go. All right, Josh Allen, he's going to find a man over the middle here, and that is where the rigoroni begins. This first Jets player, he just stumbles around. He can't make a tackle. Nobody wants to tackle this Bills player right here. You got a Jets dude staring right at him. I think he's afraid of catching the boogeyman disease. I think he's going to keep 6 feet distance. Yeah, just keep your 6 feet, man. You don't want to catch any diseases. All right, so here comes the best part of the play. You got 3 Jets, right? 1, 2, 3. Surely between these 3 defenders, they can make a tackle and stop this guy from scoring a touchdown, right? Wrong. These are the 3 Stooges. So, of course, they're going to take each other all out of the play. Whoop, 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 whoop. Great job, guys! You see this more and more now. Defenders running into each other, taking each other out on plays. I mean, this happens so often now, it's kind of like dropping the football. It's a very common part of the game for defenders to run into each other and make each other look silly and like fools. It's just what happens in the National Fixed League. And of course, he takes it to the house. And that is your most scripted, phony, baloney, fake play of the week. And I have one honorable mention for you. I have Joe Burrow with his phony, baloney injury. Yes, we got Joe Blow Burrow. That's going to be the honorable mention. It's not a play, but it is some terrible acting. So Joe Burrow gets the honorable mention for his fake season-ending injury. And those are your top 10 most unreal plays of the week. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.